So it's New Zealand to bat first in rather chilly conditions at Lancaster Park on this autumn morning. The temperature only about 9 or 10 degrees as play begins, but it's expected to reach the 20s as the day progresses and the northwesterly wind gets up. So New Zealand batting first after being centre to bat. Great Batch and Latham to open up for New Zealand. And the opening bowlers for Pakistan was Akram and young Aqib Javed.
Yeah. Oh, what a good shot. Imran Khan. Oh. A rather elderly boot, left boot from Imran Khan. Good shot that, very good shot by Great Batch. It's going away from 4, that was a fine stroke. He played it so well, moving inside the line, playing it late, turning it round with his wrists for the day's first boundary.
Yes, this is one of the difficulties that bowlers have bowling to left and right-handers. That nipped away, would have been a good delivery to the right-hander, but quite a comfortable shot there for Great Batch, tickling it around the corner, and fine leg, far too wide to stop that boundary.
7 for no wicket. So remember, on One World of Sport, it's going to be cricket almost non-stop now through until midnight. Oh, there we are. That's Great Batch in excelsis. A splendid stroke over square leg, 4 runs, and that's the one that sets the lads a cheering. Look at them. Marvellous.
Yes, well, that's it. Into his pads again, and the shot's very much on. Although, no, he fetched it from off stump, as a matter of fact. So the length, he was playing the length rather than the line, but picked it up very efficiently, and always going to be 4.
Aqib to Great Batch. Isn't that wonderful? Like a great tracer bullet, it descends in the stand. 6 runs, and Great Batch is on his way again. What a wonderful shot. He's got 14. It's now 17 for no wicket. Well, well, well.
And just angling into him, he got his foot across and whipped it over long on, and it was always going to be 6. Now that's a fine shot. He has to make sure the ball's close enough to him, though, otherwise he could leave that gate for it to go through between bat and pad. So the skill required from someone like Great Batch, who's looking to get after it, is that the ball must be close to him when he goes over the top.
Oh, it's marvellous, 4 runs. That was a really bad ball. It was a no ball to compound the felony. It was short, it was wide, and Latham joined in. What a marvellous stroke.
Well, Akram decides to go around the wicket here, and once again it's wide. It was a little in the air, but that fielder at point is a little deeper than is normal, or with the new ball anyway, that one tends to go deeper there, square of the wicket, and that was a fine shot too from Latham.
Oh, it's in the air, he's out, he's gone. Latham looks at the pitch. In fact, he might look at his own judgment. It was a poor stroke. That ball didn't do a great deal, and it was very comfortably picked up at first slip. So New Zealand have lost their first wicket in the 4th over.
Yes, if you're going to dabble at these, you really must get across and get on top of the ball. And here he is trying to run it down. They're always risky against the new ball with a bounce such as that. And so New Zealand lose their first wicket in the 4th over, 23 for 1.
On the jump, they go for the single. That hits his out, I would think no. Umpire Bucknor was absolutely watching intently, and he just made his ground. But that was would have been unfortunate had he been out, because the close fielder got in the way.
Yes, he did. He was impeded with his progress here running through, Mark Great Batch. See the fielder coming in there, and he had to just slow down.
But it was a good decision. He was just in.
Trouble here, and he gets back. Well, Mark Great Batch came a long way down. The Pakistanis were a bit slow to react. Martin Crowe had no intention of going. Let's have another look at it.
Yes, well, Martin Crowe wasn't interested at all. In fact, he put his hand up. Great Batch had come a long way down the wicket, did well to turn round and get back.
Very wide on the crease, but good shot from Great Batch. He stands high and hits it away square on the offside, off the back foot. And that just raced away. My word, this outfield is quick.
Yes, well, that ball just sort of sat up, and it was very uppish. And had that man at point been just a little more backward, there could easily have been a chance. But still, it's gone very, very quickly, as you say, Mystery, for 4 runs.
Oh, he's gone over the top this time, through backward point. It's safe out there, 1 bounce 4.
Yes, a typical one-day shot by Great Batch. That one delivered short and lifting, and Great Batch right in position, playing it on top of point, straight to the fence.
Well, that's not a good shot from Great Batch, but he's going to be a bit lucky, and he'll get some runs. Now, the outfield's pretty quick. It might go all the way. Akib is racing. And there's the 50 for New Zealand. In the 12th over, New Zealand's brought up its 50, but has lost 3 wickets on the way.
Oh, that's a fine stroke. 4 runs. It's a marvellous shot. That's Great Batch back on song. He hit that beautifully. Not much back lift, but whack. He had a little bit of width, and it was short.
Yes, he used the pace of the ball. He got over the top of this one. The previous ones had gone in the air, but that really is a good shot. He got side on and clipped it behind point.
Well, he got away with it, Great Batch. He swept, I think, a little bit iffily. Didn't really know which way it was spinning. And he's got a couple of runs down to fine leg, very fine leg, in its leg byes.
And they're going for an overthrow. And that could well have been run out. It's rather cheeky. So they got an added one there from the leg byes.
Ball drops. Rutherford chasing a wide one. He's got himself a single, but Moen Khan certainly had a chance to make it 4 down for New Zealand. Well, you're an old wicket-keeper, Warren Lees, or a former wicket-keeper. What do you think of his technique there?
Yeah, that was not a great effort. I don't think that was a particularly hard catch, and he should have perhaps been, he didn't move his feet at all. Tried to catch it in one glove for a start. Yeah, he made a mess of it.
Good running. In fact, they're going to get some bonus runs here. This will run away for 4 overthrows. Ramesh Raja has no chance of stopping that. So the call is leg byes, and Steve Buckner will signal 4 plus the 1 they took originally, so it's 5 in total. 73 for 3. Warren Lees, thanks very much for your comments this morning. More later. 73 for 3 after 17.
And the leg spinner, Mushtaq. Oh, over pitching driven, great shot. But only 1 because there's a man out there.
Yes, that was a very good shot by Kenny Rutherford, using his feet coming down the pitch, a little bit wide, over tossed, and just as well that sweeper was out there, because that would have been a certain 4.
Loud appeal from Imran. No one else shows much interest, including Steve Bucknor, and that would look to be missing leg by a long way. That's the end of the over. 83 for 3. Oh,
Where's
Ken
trouble?
Rutherford could be out.
He's given
out.
him.
Yes, sent back. Ken Rutherford run out. I don't think there's too much doubt about that. Tragedy for New Zealand, as Mark Greatbatch decided he didn't want the run.
Certainly a waste. Rutherford walking, coming down the track, running on the shot. Akram, the left-hander, picking that ball up very quickly. As you can see, Rutherford a good 2 metres out, and that's a disaster for New Zealand, and good for Australia too, I'd suggest, at the moment.
85 for 4 New Zealand. And there's a little bit of confusion there, but it's a safe single at the end of the day. So that's the end of the Imran Khan over. 87 for 4. Oh, he's gone. He must be stumped, surely. He is. Leaping.
It's a wide as well, but of course you can be out with a wide. Well,
oh, dear me.
That's worth 1 run. It's a wicket. It's an extra ball. And Harris, unfortunately, has been stumped on 1. Well stumped by Moen. Well tossed up too by Mushtaq.
He certainly went after this ball. As you see, very wide and far down the wicket was Chris Harris. And there was no question about that.
Yes, well, it was up there to be hit, but it was the googly, wasn't it? It just kept going further away, and he got done in the air and with the spin. So Harris is out. New Zealand lose their 5th wicket, 88 for 5.
And that's out. That'll be out the top edge, just around the corner. And looking to sweep, paddling it round there. And Greatbatch is on his way. He's out for 42, and New Zealand lose their 6th wicket at 93. Just looking to paddle it here, just a little top edge. And Salim Malik took a very, very simple catch indeed. So New Zealand 93 for 6 in the 24th. He's bowled him. Smith looking to cut Imran with that angle wide of the crease, angling the ball in and nipping back as well. And at the end, Smith was just too tucked up and chopped it onto his stumps. And New Zealand lose their 7th.
That was a good delivery by Imran in coming to the batsman, and Smith on the back foot just got an inside edge with that delivery on his leg stumps, and he walks back to the pavilion after having made only 1.
96 for 7 New Zealand. 5 inside the ring to Patel. He'll sprint through, just put pressure on the fielder, but not able to come back for 2. And the 100 has eventually arrived for New Zealand after 26 overs. But the critical thing, of course, is that New Zealand are 7 down with just Patel and Larson at the crease, with Morrison and Watson to follow.
Well, that's a very good shot, Dan. A very good shot indeed by Larson. It's going to bring in 4 runs. Played it very well into the gap. It was a half volley. He hit it beautifully.
Yes, well, he let this one come on nicely, got over the top of it and clipped it through just wide of mid-on, between mid-on and mid-wicket. Good positioning of his feet there and finding the middle of the bat. Just look how he got outside the line of it there, rolled his wrists on it and clipped it beautifully through the onside.
And that is out. It was a marvellous catch there in the covers. It was very low, and Patel did not get over that one. He just hit it in the air, a skimming catch, and Mushtaq took it absolutely brilliantly, low down in front of him. A fine catch.
Yes, it almost happened in slow motion, didn't it? But this was a fine catch. The shot was always on, but he fell away and hit the ball in the air, and look at that, just at grass height, and a great catch from Mushtaq Ahmed. What a day he's having. So New Zealand now are 106 for 8.
Oh, a beautiful stroke. That was a marvellous shot there by Larson. And, I mean, no one, Martin Crowe couldn't have hit a cover drive better than that.
Well, who knows? New Zealand could get a plus out of this day after all if Larson can continue to play shots such as that. And that's really a good shot indeed.
Oh, an appeal for a stumping, but umpire Steve Bucknor says no. Danny Morrison being beaten.
Yes, he just pushed out at that ball there, and that's very, very tight indeed, isn't it? There's a question of whether he had his foot in the air as the bails came off. Very, very tight decision indeed.
Yes, that looks as if it may just have been out. We'll have another look at it. Watch that back foot. Is finally off the mark, and he holds his bat aloft, and the crowd give him an enormous cheer here at Lancaster Park.
Anyone would think he'd scored the winning run, wouldn't they?
Oh, here's a fine-looking shot by Danny Morrison away behind square. He'll pick up 2. He timed it rather well. It's moving inside the line and flicking it away. Danny Morrison swinging at this one. He's hit it rather well, and he picks up 4. 1 bounce into the stand over there. So Danny Morrison opening his shoulders and hitting Amir away for 4.
Well, that's a good bit of beef. Beef in the right direction. Oh,
that's 4 runs. Leg byes.
Oh, not so much elegance, but pads just as valuable as timber at this stage.
Yes, we'll take them any way they come, says Danny Morrison. 142 for 8. Amir to continue from the southern end. And that's a fine-looking shot from Gavin Larson. He didn't clear the bowler by too much, but it's gone away for 4, hit very straight.
You know, these two are doing an important job for New Zealand, because frustration is beginning to show in the among the Pakistanis now, and frustration can lead down many a blind alley.
Oh, bad ball. Cut by Larson. He won't get 4, but he'll certainly get 2.
Akib, lovely arm, hasn't he?
So the end of the over, 149 for 8. Wasim Akram, left arm, into the attack again, and Gavin Larson immediately picks up a single. And there's the 150 for New Zealand. It's been a bit of a battle. They've lost 8 wickets, but at one stage it certainly didn't look like New Zealand was going to get even this.
Oh, charging here and ended up chipping it. They're looking for 2. There's hesitations, and Willie Watson, if it had hit, he could well have been struggling. But they decided to take the risk and come back for a second so that Larson could stay on strike. But that was a charging chip towards the vacant mid-off.
Very disappointing for New Zealand through the middle order. Mark Greatbatch making a fine 42 from 67 deliveries, an explosive start, but then he struggled once the leg spinner came on. Latham Jones, Crowe, Rutherford, Harris, Patel and Smith, well, none of them reached double figures. Very disappointing through that middle and lower order. And then Gavin Larson coming together to make his best score by far in one-day international cricket. 37 from 80 deliveries. Danny Morrison was involved in a useful partnership with him, which saw the score go from 106 to 150. And then Willie Watson hung around for a few more runs to be added at the end. 166 there, New Zealand all out in the 49th over. Wasim Akram, 4 for 32, finished up with the best figures in terms of the number of wickets taken. But so much influence on that New Zealand innings was achieved by the leg spinner Mushtaq Ahmed, bowling leg spinners, but also with a fair proportion of googlies or wrong-uns, the ones that went the other way, and he really bamboozled the New Zealand middle order. So 2 for 18 for Ahmed. Great support from Akib Javed, Imran from Amir Sohail, and Ijaz Ahmed had the one over towards the end.
As Danny Morrison with the new ball, about to bowl to Amir Sohail. Coming round the wicket. Oh, he's hooked. It's in the air.
Could be out.
He is out.
First ball.
And Danny Morrison has got... Oh, it's a no ball call.
No, Amir is standing there, waiting or looking for the no ball to be called by the point umpire. There was Steve Randall, who's made no decision at all, so Amir is out.
Yes, no question about it. There is no movement there. He was hoping for a no ball because of the fact it was a bouncer, but he's on his way.
And he doesn't want to go.
No, he's very slow.
He doesn't want to go.
Well, what a sensational start to this bowling innings, and the Pakistanis have lost their first wicket with the first delivery of the innings.
Well, we're going to look at the height here, and I think you have every reason to believe that it was too short and should have been called a no ball.
Well, of course, the rule is if it goes above shoulder height, but umpire Steve Randall says, no, it didn't. You're out, and Pakistan are 1 for none. Oh, he's hooked again. And, well, another bouncer. And my word, he hit that well.
Yes, he did. And hit that just behind square. Got onto it very quickly. Well, he protected his head just a little bit as well. Not surprised because he had missed. Might have gone onto the helmet, but my word, that went very quickly behind square. No one was ever going to stop that one.
Inside edge onto the stumps, and Danny Morrison has struck again. Inzamam Haq is bowled.
Yes, well, he got an absolute beauty. That one sort of nipped back. I think he played it on too, got a bit of inside edge. And really he was caught on the crease in no man's land. Just came back inside edge onto his stumps. He's gone. He's out for 5. Pakistan are now 2 for 9 in the 3rd over.
Well, Danny Morrison reminding him of where he's headed. Inzamam Haq on his way. Pakistan 9 for 2. A good good-looking shot. He's got it through, and that'll go away for 4. Well timed by Ramiz.
Well, the Pakistanis are very strong on their legs, as with a lot of teams like the Australians. But drift too straight, and the ball's going to get whipped through there quite readily.
Full delivery driven, good-looking shot by Ramiz, and that'll run away for another 4. Martin Crowe just jogging after it. So, well played by Ramiz.
Well, that was a very good shot, because that ball was outside the off stump, and even though it was full, a roll of the wrist and pushed it through the onside there. Really, that ball could have easily have gone through the offside, through covers even.
9 overs gone. Patel to continue. Wide half volley, and Patel diving across and making a very good stop. I would suggest that was hit into the ground, and we'll see on the replay that was probably the case.
Yes, so that delivery right in there, and near that drive, Patel tries to catch that one. I don't think it was one bounce in there.
No, it wasn't. No, absolutely, that was a chance. So Miandad, a real life there. Patel appeared to have hold of the ball in his hand, and then it came out as he tumbled.
Indeed, a lucky escape for Miandad there. He's tried to drive that ball uppishly, and Patel diving to his left, just fumbled with the ball and dropped it to his disappointment.
Well, did he get a touch on that, the way that Patel went up? But what a shot it was from Miandad. He tried to reverse lap it so early in his innings.
Miandad in desperation, a reverse sweep, which might have touched his leg guard or maybe inside edge of his bat.
Sweeping from outside off stump. Oh, poor piece of fielding here from Gavin Larson. And there's 2 runs. Just went clean through his hands. Oh, he's put it away over mid-wicket from outside off stump between the 2 deep fielders. It'll race away for 4. Long on, not able to get around Latham, and nor the man very much squarer than that. So Ramiz Raja picks up a boundary from the shot.
Yes, flatted one, and just playing across the line of that delivery, very well struck, well timed, and through the mid-wicket region. No fielder there. There's a big gap between deep mid-wicket and long on.
In the air, but it was firm enough to go straight down the ground. That'll go all the way for 4. For a moment there, it looked as though it was going to be hit back to Willie Watson, but always on the onside. And a boundary.
This magnificently struck by Ramiz Raja. The ball full pitched by Willie Watson, and Ramiz Raja right on top of that, going down the wicket, driving it past mid-on.
Oh, reverse lapping it, and this could well go for 4, at least 3. Certainly Jones will be hoping it goes all the way, but no, he's managed to just drag it in. And that's 3 to Miandad. And so the Pakistani 50 is up, 51 for 2 in the 20th over.
Oh, that really climbed on Miandad, and he ducked for cover, just pushing it away. In the end, it went safely down to fine leg. And Steve Randall called a no ball.
Yes, he has to that one.
That's amazing, isn't it, after his
earlier
earlier
done
performance?
Exactly the same thing to Amir earlier on, but short ball, fair decision.
Came off the gloves.
Miandad taking evasive action there, really. Good delivery, but it's going to cost New Zealand a run or an extra ball as well.
Trying to pull it away, he does well, and he's beaten the man at mid-on. That should run away. It's struggling towards the boundary, but Ken Rutherford just jogs after it.
Well, Ramiz in the last over to Morrison tried to pull him 3 times unsuccessfully, and with Larson being a little bit of a lot slower on pace, had more time to connect and play that shot, and got it through wide mid-on for 4.
Oh, he's nicked it, but he's nicked it fine, and that'll run away for 4. No slip in, of course, so it's fair enough. Going to cut, getting a top edge, and running down to the boundary for 4.
Yes, well, that ball was wide. It didn't really move all at all into the batsman, and so me and Dad had plenty of time, plenty of room to just sort of get a little bit of bat on it, and that's enough.
Oh, fine looking shot. That should run away for 4. In fact, it does. Gavin Larson coming around, can't cut it off. So good square cut. Ramesh Raja.
Yes, a bit of a gimme here. Not too full in length, but enough width for him to slash it behind point. Good shot there from Ramesh Raja.
Over the top he goes as Rod Latham comes into the attack, and that'll run away for 4 to the point boundary. And it does look like the Pakistanis are going after it. We've had reassurances here that it won't rain from the locals. We've heard that story before.
Yes, this is wide, and Ramesh, although not getting to the pitch of it, he knew if he hit through the line, there was every chance of it clearing the inner ring.
It does show how unfair the system is. Well, this could be a run out. He's dropped the ball. Gavin Larson at the bowler's end went to the stumps. The throw came in, it was going, but in the end he couldn't hang on to it.
Yes, I think this was such a poor throw here from Harris. It pitched just in front. A very difficult one indeed for Larson to take.
And there's the 100 up for Pakistan. Javed Miandad getting it down to third man. And 100 for Pakistan. They've lost 2 wickets, but they've got things pretty well under control. Oh, good-looking shot from Miandad. Off the back foot, clipped away into the offside. Pretty square of the wicket for 4 runs. End of the over, 105 for 2.
And once again, Ramesh Raja goes for the big shot through the onside. And for the first time against Morrison, he gets that one through. That's the 3rd time he's tried the shot to a short ball, and the first time it's pierced the field.
Yes, Ramesh Raja, as I said earlier, is a good hooker and a puller of the ball. That delivery very short from Danny Morrison, and Ramesh Raja right behind that delivery gets on top of it and pulls it fiercely towards mid-wicket for 4.
Miandad hits well through mid-wicket. They're comfortable now. They didn't even really scuttle through for what might have been 3 if they'd really put the pressure on. Well, it's a great ball from Morrison, and he's out. So Miandad's gone. Morrison has his 3rd wicket, and New Zealand have struck with Pakistan at 124, now for 3. Javed Miandad is out. OBW to Morrison for 30. 124 for 3. Morrison's got all 3.
Yes, from wide of the stumps, Danny Morrison, ball slightly short, and Miandad playing across, misses the line of that delivery, hit on the pad, and Steve Randall, the Australian umpire, raises his finger to give him out. Miandad missed 30 in 85 balls, 122 minutes.
So 124 for 3 with Miandad leaving in the 36th over.
And that's gone for 4. Hit with marvellous timing and great placement. There was a man at backward square leg, Willie Watson. He really had no chance as that one just raced away to the boundary down there. Morrison drifting down the leg side here, and just look at that, helping it on its way.
Oh, didn't really go where he wanted it to. He was just swinging at that one. He hooked it round, or hoiked it round, I should say, onto the onside. Picks up 2 in the end, and really Ramesh Raja has got a little loose here.
I was interested to hear the New Zealand coach Warren Lee say that he was disappointed with the approach and perhaps the attitude of 1 or 2 of his players, particularly the batsmen in this match. So he's obviously taken a hard line towards it, which means that 1 or 2 players are going to have to wake themselves up very quickly before they turn it on for the next game.
Oh, good shot. Clipped that one away. He's picked it up and hit it outside the circle, and that's 4 runs from the moment it left the bat. Good shot. Ramesh Raja. He might come back for his 100. In fact, he's turning for 2, so Ramesh Raja, 100 runs. Fine effort from him. He really has stabilised this Pakistan innings. He lost a couple of partners early, In fact, he lost his opening partner on the very first ball of the innings, but he's held the ship together, and he's now on 100.
And just flicking this down, that'll go for 4. It's fine enough. That won't be cut off. Latham drifting down the onside, and Pakistan go to 149 for 3 in the 42nd.
That's that delivery on the leg stump, and Ramiz Raja, with a flick of the wrist, turns that ball towards the long leg boundary for 4.
Full toss, and that's an easy gimme down the leg side. Rutherford just lollipopping that one just outside leg stump, and just a gimme there, 4 runs.
Yes, Ramiz Raja continues to flay the bowlers. Superb innings, considering that Pakistan had lost 2 early wickets in the morning.
Full half volley and smashed through the covers. It's a fine shot. And the end of the over, 163 for 3, Pakistan. Almost hitting through this one. Trying to hit it through the offside and ending up down at long on or mid on.
All credit to Pakistan, Glenn, for taking up a team which was unbeatable in this World Cup so far.
Yes, well, certainly no side's unbeatable, but you're right. They have broken the winning streak of New Zealand. Charging and then just checking the shot. Ramiz Raja. And he is on 115, scored from 154 balls.
And 15 superbly struck force.
And he's whacked this one, oh, just wide of mid-on. Just wide of mid-on. That's to the boundary, and that will give Pakistan the victory that they need to get through to 167 for 3 in the 45th over. And Ramiz Raja not out 119, Salim Malik not out 9. Pakistan winning this contest at Lancaster Park in Christchurch and breaking the winning run of New Zealand, giving them a marvellous chance now of going through to the semi-finals.
Pakistan in the end doing it very easily. A loss of a couple of wickets early on did not affect them, even though Javed Miandad struggled. But it was Ramiz Raja, 119 not out, the highest individual score of this World Cup, that in the end was responsible for Pakistan getting to that target of 167 with 2 balls still left in the 45th over. So a very comfortable and most deserved win for Pakistan, even though they lost a couple of early wickets. For New Zealand, Danny Morrison took 3 for 42 and was the most successful bowler, reasonably economical as well, even in the context of this game. Deepak Patel, none for 25. He was very tidy again, opening the bowling and bowling straight through. Willie Watson did a good enough job, but really the other New Zealand bowlers today were not really on song, and Pakistan very convincing winners. So Pakistan have gone to 9 points, and they now have a chance of making the last 4. What they certainly have done is knock Australia out of contention for a place in the semi-finals. What do you have to say about today? Because I guess the figures tell the story of the match, really, don't they?
Sure, you know, we didn't get enough runs. And that was a bit disappointing, really, but Pakistan came out and had a crack at us and had a bit of luck early on. Bowled very well and kept the pressure on, and 166 wasn't good enough.
And that leg spinner seemed to cause the odd problem or two out there.
Well, I mean, he came on at a good time because Pakistan had just got 2 quick wickets, and therefore we couldn't afford to lose another. So we really had to just work it around if we could, and he didn't give us any bad balls. So he deserved, I think he man of the match, was he? He deserved it because he bowled brilliantly for 10 overs.
All right, so as far as the batting was concerned, not enough runs, but I suppose you thought during the lunch break some early wickets and we might be with a chance here. If we score 166 all out, they might be able to score 165 all out.
Well, that's right. I mean, we had to get probably about 3 or 4 wickets in the first 15 overs, and 2 early ones with Danny bowling so well. We had a little sniff, and then that great attempt by Deepak caught and bowled off Javed. I mean, 3 for 30. We you know, probably still would have been out of it at that stage because 160's not far away, but we showed some good attitude out there. We know we let ourselves down with the bat, but we came back out and fielded and bowled okay.
Do you think that a victory to Pakistan, a result such as today, might in some respects be a timely reminder of things or not?
Well, I suppose we played the way people expected us to play in this World Cup.
Come on, that's...
But yeah, well, you know, I mean, so yeah, it's a good. It'll sting us back into action, that's for sure. There's no problem lifting the guys from this point on, and I think at the end of the day, Pakistan wanted to win just that little bit more.
The silver lining is that there's no chance of Australia getting to the semis now, so you definitely got a home draw in the semis, so that's something, I suppose. Now,
absolutely. Yeah.
Who would you prefer? I know the question's been asked many times before, but now it's down to two teams, isn't it? Pakistan or West Indies?
Yes, it is. Well, I mean, we would probably prefer to play South Africa, which means that West Indies win would...
if West Indies win tonight,
yeah,
the run rate would be
they would
better,
go to third, and South Africa would be in fourth spot. So that would be preferable. But you know, I still think we're playing well. You know, apart from today, and we're confident against anyone we come up against. We're very happy to beat Eden Park, though.
Absolutely, Martin Crowe. Thanks for talking to us, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, really, here at Lancaster Park today, there's only been one team in it. Pakistan bowled and batted much better than the New Zealand side did, and the New Zealand team, which had been so successful in its first 7 matches of this Benson and Hedges World Cup, rather came down to earth with a thump today. I'm sure they will not mind that. It'll bring them back to some sort of reality before they go into a very tough semi-final encounter in a few days' time now at Eden Park in Auckland. One thing today's result has ensured is that New Zealand will have a home draw in the semi-final. Australia are out of the last 4. Pakistan still have a chance of getting to the semi-finals of the Benson and Hedges World Cup. That's it from Lancaster Park in Christchurch. A win to Pakistan over New Zealand by 7 wickets.